Hello, my darlings. So today I actually already cleansed the room. We're going to move forward today. It is Tuesday, the day of the god of war, Aries and Mars. So I don't know. I've been getting a lot of little intuitive hits about spiritual warfare. So we're using these babies. This is the Occult Tarot, although it should be named the Demon Tarot. But I'll get into that later. Anyways, and this is the Angel Tarot. And then this is the Baroque Mini Tarot. Okay? Thank you to all of you who are here, who are supporting me in any way you can. I love you guys. But let's get started because I feel like I shouldn't waste time today. So let's get into it. What is it that we need to know about spiritual warfare right now? We start with the devil. Oh, that's not. Wow. Okay. Never mind. Makes one worse off than ever before. Tricks mortals into being bound. Accepts child sacrifice. Yeah, that's not dark at all. We also got the Knight of Cups. Belith. Causes all the love that may be, both of men and of women. Oh, that's an interesting download. As soon as that card came out and I read that, I feel like you're being distracted by love. Whoever wants to bind you in some way is using love as a way to distract you. Let's see. Because I know that's been coming up in readings. I know I've mentioned several times in readings, like, don't get distracted. Don't let this person distract you. Let's see. What else? Oh, I got 3. Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles, makes one wise and teaches everything, can turn metal into gold, transmutes water into wine. See, the message I'm getting with this is that they're using love to distract you and they're trying to persuade you. And I'm saying they as in the devil, whatever dark forces are working against you. They're using love to distract you by making you think, oh, you can transform that person. You can change them. The world. This is makes one skilled in labor and crafts, increases knowledge of philosophy and science. I'll clarify that one. King of Swords reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of Lord. See, some of you are getting hints that there's some sort of spiritual warfare going on right now. And last but not least, 9 of Swords causes great battles and wars, causes wounds to putrefy. This. I feel like a lot of the people who are dealing with spiritual warfare are feeling their wounds being laid bare right now. And they may not even understand why. They're trying to put you in a place of anxiety, of feeling defeated, of feeling like nothing is working out right. Overall energy, Page of Cups teaches astronomy and the values of herbs and precious stones. Judgment distributes promotions in high offices, causes one to be liked. And the Hermit teaches philosophy, astrology, rhetoric, logic, palm reading, and divination and fire. So the spiritual warfare is crossing over into the 3D. Obviously, it always does. As above, so below, right? But it's almost like if you are somebody who holds back from expressing what you know about possibly herbs, precious stones, astrology, philosophy, logic, palm reading, divination, it's stopping you because they're putting things in your path like, oh, remember, people won't like you if you talk about this. People won't like you if you do this. You see what I'm saying? Like it's very pernicious. Obviously, I don't like it. Let's look at the defense against the dark arts. I'm kidding. That's weird. Let's see. Ooh, okay. We start off with the Hanged Man. Desire for knowledge, protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. I love this. Protection is the first thing that comes out. Yes, baby. I should probably put this over here. And then 3 of Cups, fame and renown, influences commerce, voyages, and great discovery. See, I love this because it's saying that the people who show up with courage, the people who show up in their authenticity are going to get the prize. Yes, they might have people not like them, but they're going to have a lot more people who love them. Oh, I love this. I love it. I'm trying to get them more centered, so I'm sorry I keep shuffling them around. But my little OCD just won't stop. Okay. What else? Six of Swords, perception of unity. I love it. Protects against accidents, heals the sick. This tells me two different things. And we haven't even clarified. On one hand, it's saying you're stronger as a whole. Like when people come together, and I know I've mentioned that before too, getting together with your tribe, sorting out the liars, sorting out the fakes. But not only that, you will come across people who are the right healers for whatever type of wound you need to address. But the universe will align you with the right people. But you know that saying, you can't, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Just because the right healer shows up doesn't mean you're going to take action. So if you want to be on the winning side, make sure to take action on your healing. Oh, Nine of Swords came out, but this one too. The Magician, spiritual wisdom and magic, helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. Oh, for sure. You guys are coming across some wildly powerful magicians. And then we've got Nine of Swords, purification, protection from the impious, whatever, religious sentiments. And then this is such a perfect counterbalance because this is the Nine of Swords on the demon side. This is the Nine of Swords on the angel side. This causes great battles and wars, causes wounds to putrefy. Well, this one's like, well, we will purify you and protect you. So now what? One more. One more. Wheel of Fortune. Metatron, advancement and progress. Teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. Yeah. The people who have a deep connection to their spirit guides, who have a deep connection to their ancestors, you're being guided. You won't be left unattended. We had a Queen of Pentacles come out over here, and we have the Queen of Pentacles come out as the overall energy. Intellectual lucidity provides consolations and compensations. I love it. Two of Wands, love and wisdom, victory over those who attack you. And look, we had Page of Cups again. Divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. So over and over, it's talking about, spiritual warfare is in full swing right now, but doesn't mean you're not protected. Does not mean you're not protected. This one might be a little longer, but we'll see. Tell me about Page of Cups. Stolas teaches astronomy and the value of herbs and precious stones. Tell me about Page of Cups. We start off with the moon. I'm just going to do two because we have so many cards. So give me one more for a Page of Cups. The moon and the sun. Okay. With the Tower. Six of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles came out 3 times, guys, in the first shuffles. You know what? This feels like the spiritual warfare is between the masculine and the feminine. The moon is the feminine energy. The sun is the masculine energy. And this is the god of war. So I want to address this because I've seen a lot of people, with the whole bear versus man debate. I've seen a lot of people who keep saying stupid shit like, this world is trying to divide us. Bitch, the world is already divided. Talking about things like that is actually the opposite. We're trying to bring harmony. We're trying to help the male population understand the female population. So I think that's a pretty good indication of who is on what side. People who talk about issues that have to do, because I'm not saying only women have issues, right? Men have issues too, which this current world has enhanced. For example, men don't get a lot of mental health support. They don't get a lot of support when it comes to their emotions, or, like body shaming a woman is very looked down upon, but body shaming a man is okay. You can talk about his height and his dick, things like that. It's if you're not gonna be okay with it on one side, don't be okay with it on the other. So I do think that there's a lot of healing that's going to happen, but this warfare is literally masculine versus feminine. So people who are in favor of unity, we can already tell what side they're on. People who are in the favor of just making it toxic and making it like, no, you can change this person. You can do this. You can do that. We already know what side they're on. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. I love it. With the Three of Wands, the Emperor. The Nine. Look, guys, the Nine of Swords also came out 3 times. 9, 9, 9. And the Nine of Pentacles just behind it. This is very much... divine masculines are stepping up. You're going to see, this is what I can tell, because the Queen of Pentacles came out so many times. It's not just a feminine thing. It's a divine masculine is only a divine masculine once they have embraced their feminine energy. So you're going to see a lot of divine masculines being very anxious about the state of the world. They're going to be like, wait, why are y'all talking to women like this? What's going on here? They have healed their feminine wound, which makes them able to nurture now. So whoever is working towards harmony and unity by talking about issues that matter, helping reason, logic, persuade, these people will see the support of divine masculine energy. Because at its beautiful, most perfect state, the masculine is about protection, right? So if you are a divine feminine and you are a crusader, you're in the side of spiritual warfare and you're dealing with this, but you're working on your healing, you're addressing your issues, you're going to get divine masculine support. You're going to get masculines around you. And let me tell you this is a good barometer for you so that you know where you're at. If you feel like the men around you are all combative, none of them are supporting the feminine energy, none of them are supporting, fighting against rape culture, things like that, then that tells you that your internal wound is still too strong. You can't see the ones that are present, because I've seen a lot of masculines. By the way, thank you. Thank you to the divine masculines who are out there supporting the divine feminine. We love y'all. We see y'all. We know y'all exist. We are very proud of y'all. But as a feminine, you'll know where you're at if you only see masculines attacking feminine energy. If you see a mix, then you're in a pretty balanced place. But if you only see men attacking women, you've got some healing to do on your own. Because this Queen of Pentacles is about intellectual lucidity. You need to be clear enough. You need to have the right connection to divinity to be able to be clear enough to see the men who are brave enough to speak up, who are brave enough to support, who are brave enough to protect. It's going to give you consolation, but you're also going to receive compensation. So this is great. I love it. I love it. Especially with Three of Wands here, indicating that the more we progress into the future, the stronger this battle is going to get. Tell me about the Devil. Ooh. Look at this. Oh my God, I love synchronicity in tarot. What was I just talking about? And who comes out? The Empress reversed. This is even worse, guys. This is worse. Hold on, let me get another card. Give me one more for the Devil. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, 7. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. This tells us that the biggest battle we're going to have as a divine feminine is facing women who have not healed their feminine wound. You're going to have to face women who hate their mothers, women who hate other women, but it's subtle, it's subconscious. They sabotage without realizing they're sabotaging themselves. Because when you turn on a woman, you turn on yourself. 6 of Cups. This is very much childhood issues. They're acting like, oh, we love the way the world is right now. But in reality, the inspiration that they receive, the downloads that they receive are lies. They're coming from a different side. That's not helpful. It is not the healing side. So our biggest battle is going to be against other feminines who have not stepped into their own divine feminine energy. And what's crazy about this is makes one worse off than ever before. You know why? I'm going to touch on a subject that's really sensitive. When we talk about the maiden, the mother, and the crone, each one of those has a beautiful, healthy side, and they also have a toxic, dark side. And when we're talking about the toxic, dark side of the mother, which the Empress is the mother, but it's reversed, right? So that's why I'm addressing the mother wound. And the way that this is phrased makes one worse off than ever before. There are mothers who sell their own daughters into prostitution. I've worked with people like that went through that type of hell. Oh my God, I'm gonna start crying because I cannot. This is gonna be a rough one. Because I don't think I can picture that. It's so difficult for me to picture a mother abusing their own child to this degree, but I know I've seen it. And I receive so many stories through emails, through Messenger, through comments, that I know this is very real. And it makes the divine feminine who's trying to come out of their, shell, so to speak, when they're barely in their childhood, it makes them off worse than ever before. Because they are also divine feminine. The Empress is still the divine feminine. But when it's reversed, it's somebody who's not awakened to themselves. It's somebody who's in their shadow. Somebody who's in the worst part of being a mother. They trick their daughters into slavery. What type of slavery? Well, maybe it's sex work, but it can also be something very subtle, like slavery of the mind, persuading them that this is the way the world is and this is the way you must behave. But more than anything, look at the last line, accepts child sacrifice. Our biggest battle is going to be against feminines who are willing to sacrifice their own children for their ego, for their self-preservation. What that means is selling them in multiple ways. So you want to be very careful. I love feminine energy. My moon is in the 11th house, so I am it's very easy for me to attract loving feminine connections. But my heart goes out to those of you whose transits are different, whose natal chart is different, who have a deep mother wound that you are. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I didn't have a mother wound, but I know my mother wound was a lot lighter than most people out there. So it's going to be very crucial for you to get your healing, because this is going to be an intense battle. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. I want to say that the slavery I was talking about, tricking into binding, that could also be marriage, like telling girls that marriage is the highest thing they can find and being a mother is the most important thing, instead of encouraging them to just, do that when they want to, not because they have to. That's a societal thing they have to do. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. The Fool. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. The High Priestess. With the Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands. Oh, I love this. I love this so much, guys, because I'm telling you, the attack is at the divine feminine, high priestess energy. So much information is going through my head. I have to slow down for a second, okay? Give me a second. Because this is really going to be about balance. And when I say balance, I mean, Knight of Cups is the energy of romance, right? This was talking about causing love and blah, blah, blah. But with the Fool, that's the energy of being impulsive, asking someone to take a leap of faith. So you are going to come across, in the very near future, you're going to come across a lot of pages who all of a sudden believe that you are their destiny. All of a sudden, they want to blend their life with yours. Why? Because that person is going to turn into a burden. You are binding yourself. Remember, tricking mortals into binding themselves. You are binding yourself to someone who would become a burden on you. And you'll know by their lack of maturity, because they're a page. But there's a challenge you're meant to face. You have to learn balance. You have to learn discernment. When you ask yourself, all of a sudden, this, I was going to say loser. I'm sorry, that's harsh. Because it's honestly just immaturity. They're allowing themselves to be used. So let me rephrase that. These immature little pages that you're dealing with, if they show up tomorrow with changed behavior and wanting to commit and wanting to give you everything, just remember, they're planting that in your life. If you know for a fact that having this person in your life would accomplish your spiritual mission, then yeah, that could be a good partner. But a page? No, not a page. A page won't help you. A page is only there because you are a good option for them. They're not going to bring anything to you. All it is they're going to, they're going to put you in this place of like, oh, this is a whirlwind romance. I just fell in love with you. I want you to be the love of my life. I want you to blah, blah. Fuck off. Disrespectfully, fuck off. Don't allow them to trick you. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Queen of Pentacles again with the Four of Wands. I love it. Did we not just see this combination over here? Now they're showing you a different combination. They're adding something real, but that's on this side. On this side, they're like, listen, we may not be tempting you with love. With the Hanged Man, that's different. Look at what the Hanged Man says. Protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Meaning, this side does not need to tempt you with love because love has always been a part of the plan. Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. Love has always been a part of the plan. They don't need to tempt you with it because it's already in your fate. It's already in your destiny. But they are trying to guide you to be a Queen of Pentacles. Nurture yourself. Be realistic. Be practical about who you're getting into a connection with. They're giving you all the knowledge you need to protect yourself from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Now the question is, do you know how to tell who will add to your life and who will take from it? Ooh, I just looked at the clock and it was 23:45. I love it. Have you learned the lessons you're meant to learn to distinguish something real from something fake? Because honestly, with the Hanged Man, desire for knowledge, they feel like they're trying to give you all the knowledge you need to make the right decision. Because a relationship is there, a solid one, but only if you can discern real from fake. It's kind of like, I'm getting the image of, remember, for those of you who are Indiana Jones fans, remember the, what was it? He was looking for the chalice, supposedly the one that Jesus drank from. It gives you immortality, yada, yada, yada. Remember how there was a whole array of goblets? And he went one by one, looking at them, looking at their design. And he finally chose the one that he felt was authentic. Not the one that was gaudy and ostentatious. He chose the one that fit the son of a carpenter. So I think this side is all about flashiness. With that Page of Wands, they're going to show you things that are flashy, things that look good on the outside, but on the inside will lead you to your death. This side is Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be more understated. It's going to be more subtle. Maybe it's not going to be somebody who looks like America's Top Model, but it's going to be somebody who is salt of the earth, someone who has, golden values, a strong internal compass, moral compass, things like that. Tell you about the Three of Cups. Nine of Cups. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Look at that. King of Cups. Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man again, and the Ten of Wands. So it's gonna... I'm getting another layer of all of this. When I say that the people who get caught up in these tests, it lets you know that you were this type of feminine. That's what it's letting you know. If you get caught up in this, you're an Empress reversed. You have not fully tapped in to your higher self. Does that mean you've failed? No. Think of it like you got wounded in the war. Doesn't mean you can't fix it. But you're going to have to take responsibility, because this side over here, they're going to have a lot more responsibility. But they're also going to have a lot of rewards. They're going to get everything that they put in, they're going to get out. Does it come with more responsibility? Yes. Is it more about looking at things in a completely different way with the Hanged Man than everyone else? Yes. But, Nine of Cups, you get a wish granted. You get somebody who genuinely loves you, who understands you, who has emotional intelligence, someone who wants to be by your side, someone who wants to grow old with you. And this is the Three of Cups, so they'll be your friend too, but look at this. Fame and renown, influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. So this is a partner who would not only help you accomplish, if you're meant to have fame, they'll help you accomplish that. If you're meant to be known for certain things, they will help you accomplish that. They will influence your business. They will influence your travels. They will influence your spiritual or physical discoveries. Talk about a gift. So it's not like people on this side aren't going to get anything. It's just that, think of it like this side is going to get a well-balanced meal that takes a little longer to cook, whereas this side gets McDonald's. It's cheap, it's hot, it's fast, and when you're hungry, you'll settle for it, which is why you need to be careful with that hunger. What is it you're hungering for? If you're just desperate for love, you're going to fall into this trap. If you're willing to wait for a partner and deal with your wounds, meanwhile, you are going to be blessed. I'm gonna stop this part here because I'm trying to limit the time. That's why I figured this one would take a little longer. But I will see you guys on part 2. Okay? See you on the other side. Bye-bye.